Welcome to the speech sound activities video for the sound ul, like in lemon and lunch. My name's Rochelle, and I'm an Alberta Health Services pediatric speech language pathologist, also called a speech therapist. In this video, you'll learn how to use the ideas and activities from the Supporting Your Child's Speech video series. You'll find it easier to use these strategies if you watch that video series first. If you noticed your child is having difficulty with the sound ul, use the activities in this video. If you need more help, reach out to a speech therapist. First, let's learn about this sound. In the alphabet, ul is represented by the letter L. You can tell your child L makes the ul sound. But when you are focusing on this sound, be sure to say ul and not just the letter name L. This sound is made when you lift up the tip of your tongue to the bump on the roof of your mouth, just behind your front teeth. Then make a sound in your throat, ul. When children are learning to talk, the most common mistake is making w instead of ul. For example, they might say white for light. This happens because children tend to round their lips instead of lifting the tip of their tongue up. Some children make a y instead of ul. For example, yike instead of like. Other children replace ul with a vowel, like o or a. For example, teo instead of tail. Or they miss the sound altogether, like balk instead of block. Your child might have difficulty with this sound at the beginning of words, like log, or in the middle of words, like pillow, or at the end of words, like sail. Ul can also occur as part of a consonant blend, like in flag or glass. A consonant blend is when 2 or 3 consonants are beside each other and blend together. Your child may have difficulty with this as well. Most children can make the ul sound correctly by 5 years of age. Now, let's talk about how to help with the ul sound. As you start to focus on this sound with your child, try to do it in a fun way. When they make a mistake, don't correct them. This can make them feel bad about talking. Help your child learn the ul sound by using sound activities. A sound activity is a short time when you highlight the sound for your child. The goal is to create sound awareness. You create sound awareness by helping your child to hear the sound and see how the sound is made. There are 3 things you can do to help your child hear the ul sound. You can use modeling, talking about the sound, and pre-reading skills. Start by modeling ul for your child. This means emphasizing it and repeating it often in an activity. If you're building with Lego, you can say things like blue Lego, red Lego. Let's build this tall. Lego starts with ul. Ul, ul, ul. Like in the example, you can emphasize the sound by pausing before you say Lego and say the ul a little louder and longer. You can repeat Lego a few times and say ul by itself. You can also talk about how the sound is made. Say, when I make the ul sound, my tongue tip goes up. Or give it a name, like the L sound, because that's the letter that represents it. Or the singing sound, because it goes la, la, la. To help your child hear the sound, you can also use pre-reading skills like alliteration and rhyming. Alliteration means to say many words that start with the O sound. Say, ladybugs love to eat long leaves for lunch. I hear the O sound at the beginning of ladybugs love long leaves and lunch. You can also highlight rhyming words. Say, the small ball was over by the tall wall. Small, ball, tall, and wall all have ul at the end. Sound activities are also a chance to help your child see how the sound is made with your mouth. There are 3 things you can try to help your child see how the sound is made. Use an action or gesture, a mirror, or letters. First, add an action or gesture when you say ul to represent how the sound is made. For example, point to your tongue tip when you say the sound, ul, or make an L with your hand and move it upwards, ul. The next thing you can try is to practice in front of a mirror. Do this with your child so they can watch how you make ul. Say things like, look how my tongue tip goes up behind my teeth. Ul. You can also encourage your child to see the sound by using letters. Tell your child that the letter L makes the ul sound. Point to the letter L as you read together or see it on signs. Trace letters with your finger, count the letters, draw letters in the air or on paper, or highlight the letter in words with a marker. When doing sound activities, your child may or may not copy you. If your child copies you, they may or may not be able to do the sound correctly. The goal of a sound activity is to help your child hear the sound correctly and see how the sound is made, not to put pressure on them to say it. Let's look at how to use sound activities throughout the day. You can use a sound activity in a daily routine, like dressing, snack time, bedtime, or getting ready for school. Let's see how you can use a sound activity in a daily routine, like making lemonade.
We need lemons. Lemon has our O sound. That's with the letter L. See how I put my tongue to the top of my mouth? Oh, lemon.
You can also create a sound activity during play. This includes any type of play, including with games and toys. Let's watch how this caregiver creates a sound activity in a board game.
You landed on the ladder. That's a long way up. Ladder, landed, long. All start with the O sound. Oh.
Include sound activities while reading books. Reading books work well for sound activities because they repeat words and they have alliteration and rhyme. Use the print in the book to help your child see the sound. Some books that work well to highlight the ul sound include Llama Llama Red Pajama, Silly Tilly, Little Red Riding Hood, Lyle Lyle Crocodile. Let's see how to do this.
Lyle, Lyle, crocodile. I hear our L sound. Lyle. Look, here's the letter L. Lyle and crocodile both have the O sound at the end.
Use a song, rhyme, or finger play as a sound activity. Make sure to emphasize key words, sing slow, and use gestures. Use songs that have the O sound, like Jack and Jill, Mary Had a Little Lamb, London Bridge is Falling Down. Let's see how to do this.
That's great. You just played Mary Had a Little Lamb. Little lamb both start with the O sound. O, little lamb.
Include sound activities throughout your day, however they work best for you and your child. There's no specific way to do speech sound activities. Simply include the strategies to help your child hear and see the ul sound that fit for the activity you choose. The most important part is to keep it fun with no pressure. These activities will get you started, but if you need more help, reach out to a speech therapist. Continue watching this video series if you want more ideas for another sound.
Find more information, support, and services for you and your child by clicking on the link in the description below.